Okay, I'm back. Obviously this is a KIDD rear Tang assembly. Slick little buggers. Wipe this off and we'll try the fit. And it drops right in. As you can see, the corners line up pretty well. And by eye, it looks pretty doggone centered. Okay? So that's where we want her to sit. Very little movement, hardly at all. And it locks right down. And the height of that obviously is less than 60,000, so it runs about 45 to 50 max. So basically what we're looking to do is make this deep enough that it's deeper than what the depth of this is. It, like I say, side to side and top to bottom are what we're looking for, so we don't have any movement, and that's what we want right there. So, having done that, I will run this back over, and actually, hang on a minute, I'm going to pull that 1/4 inch bit out, because now I need to drill a hole for the rear Tang fastener. So we'll take this one out. Nothing has changed, so we're still 0. 4065, yeah, that was pretty tight. And now what we have is a 3/16 end mill, and this hole goes in the same center that the mill starts at, 4075, 4065, right around in there. So I'll put this up in the collet, turn the draw bolt, hook this in the spindle wrench holes, tighten her up, and take and put the draw bolt guard on. And we want to make sure that that is centered in this point here. See this? I don't know if this camera shows it or not. I hope it does. It'll be centered in the center of this circle right here. Okay? So, we're at 4065, which is fine. I want to bring this over to 0. Which is going to put us, oops, went past it, didn't I? Okay, and if I bring that down, you'll see what I'm talking about. And this has to go all the way through. You see where that's pretty centered on that hole. Okay, hopefully you can see it. I don't know, my camera work probably is terrible. So, we'll turn this back on. And we'll drill that hole. Oh, here we go. And we want to tap it so that the chips can clear out and they don't build up on the tool. You don't want to get rambunctious, no need to. You're going to get through it in a second anyway. And then there we are, broken through. You see it there, I hope. So, got that hole done. As you can see, it's right in the middle. I'm hoping this stuff works okay. Alright, so now we're ready to take, and we need to put a countersink on the inside. So up inside here we have to get a countersink hole. So bear with me, and we're going to make some tooling changes. Not changing the position of this or anything, we're just leaving it right where it sits. We're going to run this out, clear the tool. See a little bit of aluminum built up on it. That's all right. I'll take this draw bolt cover off. So in that can access the draw bolt. And basically what we do is this goes in there, like so. And then now we come down here, put this in here, so. And righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, as usual. Don't want to go too crazy with it. I usually will grab it like this because I don't want it to fall out. Tap the end of the draw bolt, release it from the taper, call it from the taper, run this out. The next thing we're going to do is a reverse countersink. So, drop this collet out. Basically what we'll be using is this little gizwitchet, which is a reverse countersink. This is the mandrel. It's 5/32. And then I've also had to get a specific R8 collet of 5/32 that would fit it, which is this one right here. I don't use this one for anything but this. It really doesn't work for anything else. You can see it's a pretty small hole in there. You can see the dimension here of 5/32. So we'll bring that up in here as before. Spin the draw bolt down. Start to pull it up in there. Now, what I want to do is get this started in here. So we're going to back this out. Drop it down in there. And then we got to bring it over to where it's centered at 0. Which we're about there. Take my word for it. I just only have 2 hands. I can't hold the camera. And then it looks silly on my head. So here we are centered. So we'll run this up in here. Make sure that we leave plenty down, which we do. Bring this down by hand. Tighten it up. This. Cover on. I used to do this horizontally, but now that I've got it set up this way, it works real well this way. And this little tool, it's kind of a trick to get in there. So, hopefully I won't knock this down. Maybe run my spindle up a little higher. Make this a little easier to do. Basically what I'll do is I will take a pair of needle nose pliers and I will run them over there like this, run that up in there, whoop, and that happens more often than not. I have lost a few of these doing that. Run that up in there. Lift it down a little bit. I may be a little bit too high. Okay. And then you turn it, and it locks. It doesn't lock in, but it's got a lip on here that catches it. So now it's good to go. So I'll turn it on just to show you. Okay. That doesn't sound too good. Maybe losing the bearing again. I hope not. Anyway, so now what we got to do, I'll reset this camera a little bit, is I've got to run this up in there. So I'm going to move it down like this. I'm going to bring the collet up to where it's close. It doesn't take a lot to do this. Start this up. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to bring it up till it hits. And then that will start cutting. And that's obviously not far enough up in there yet. Where I want to get to is right about here, right in this area. Okay, and I'm not there yet, so keep an eye on it. See if you can see up in there. I don't know if you can or not, but now it's tapered. Depth is not important. It's just that you got to have enough for the head of that screw to get up in there. Now what I want to do is take the bit off. Thus, set it aside. I'll bring this up and out. And we'll take this screw. See if I can do this. So that'll be interesting. As much dexterity as I've lost over the years. We'll bring this up into the hole. Thus, and as you can see, it is successfully countersunk. There's none of it sticking out. Goes up in there just a little bit. And basically, that's now been modified for the rear Tang. So, we'll run this out. And that's it. That's how you do the modification for a rear Tang. I hope this turns out. It's not real smooth, but it'll do for me. Anyway, later guys.